We're often asked at the Good Wine Shop, particularly at Christmas, what should I drink with this food or that food? And we always say the important thing is not what the food is, whether it's fish, meat, cheese, but to think about the strength of flavour and the weight of the food. So if it's a delicate food, you want a delicate wine. If it's a robust food, you want a robust wine. So thinking about Christmas, I definitely start Christmas with a glass of champagne, and this is a vintage champagne. Go on, treat yourself, it's Christmas Day. One of my personal favourites in the shop, it's Champagne Gallimard 2009. Lovely sort of baked apple and custard flavours coming through. Lovely, lovely length. Lovely with your sort of aperitif-y nibbles or just on its own, or actually with smoked salmon. It would go very well with smoked salmon. As would the Garvey Sirotto. Now, this is more citrusy, more lemon, but smoked salmon's quite fatty, and this has got really good acidity, as has the champagne, and it'll cut through that. And it's got enough about it to complement the strong flavour of the smoked salmon as well. So to the main course, I think Pinot Noir goes brilliantly with turkey. Yes, it's a white meat and a red wine, but as I said, rules are meant to be broken. It's a relatively non-flavoursome meat, turkey, and so you don't want a big red wine, so something like Pinot Noir goes well. And I would go, well, traditionalists would say go Burgundy, but I would say go for something with a little bit more fruit, like New Zealand or South Africa. This is the Chamonix Reserve Pinot Noir 2014, and it's got lovely sort of cherry fruits, a little bit of oakiness as well, but not too much that's going to overwhelm your turkey. On Boxing Day, you might be having something like gammon, or maybe you're having cold cuts, and something like the Terrace Rouge, which is a red blend from the Southern Rhone, would go really well. This is very juicy, very fruity, a little bit spicy. And again, you need something with a reasonable amount of weight, a little bit of punch to go with those fattier foods. And think sort of gammon and some sort of chutney. It has that sort of spicy, fruity effect with it. So moving on to desserts, Christmas pudding. This is liquid luxury and should go with your Christmas pud. It's a Pedro Jimenez sherry. It's a sweet sherry. One of the things about food and wine matching that you have to be careful about is when you've got sweet food, you definitely need sweet wine. That's one of the rules that you shouldn't really break. So, sweet Christmas pudding, we need a sweet wine. This is a 20-year-old antique sherry. It's going really, really well. Think kind of caramel, figs, dried fruit, those sorts of flavours. It also works brilliantly over vanilla ice cream, but don't tell anyone I said that. And then if we're thinking about cheese, maybe at the end of one of our meals, then I don't think you can go wrong with port. This is a late bottled vintage port from Quinta de la Rosa, which is a small family estate. Late bottled vintage means there's no sediment, no decanting, no fuss, just uncork and enjoy. It is a sweet wine. It could go with sweet desserts as well, but it also goes brilliantly with cheeses. Stilton and port, classic combination. But yeah, any cheese really, port would just set it off. So have a wonderful Christmas and enjoy the wines.